Right, so I said we're going to speak about one of that sections in 23. So that was Deuteronomy 23 verse 1. So he that is wounded in stones or hath his privy members cut off shall not enter into the congregation of the Lord. So here we see a decree by God upon those who are sort of castrated or were unable to have children by birth, because some people were sort of eunuchs from birth because they were unable to reproduce, and some of them were castrated for other reasons. Now, one of the reasons that we're going to be looking at is when some of them went to Babylon. Now, we see this prophecy in 2 Kings chapter 20, verse 18. And of thy sons that shall issue from thee, which thou shalt beget, they shall take away, and they shall be eunuchs in the palace of the king of Babylon. So this is talking about, this is a prophecy about in Kings, when Nebuchadnezzar comes to Israel and he takes away some of the people or the captives for 70 years into Babylon. And this is Hezekiah that is speaking. Okay, now we see this sort of fulfillment when we look at Daniel chapter 1. And the king spake unto Ashpenaz, the master of his eunuchs, that he should bring certain of the children of Israel, and of the king's seed, and of the princes, children in whom was no blemish, but well favored, and and skillful in all wisdom, and cunning in knowledge, and understanding signs, and such as had ability in them to stand in the king's palace, and whom they might teach the learning and the tongue of the Chaldeans. Now the Chaldeans, King Nebuchadnezzar, they did have eunuchs. Now why did they have eunuchs? Because the people who worked for the king, they wanted them to work with sort of the most sort of diligence, right? And they took away their ability to have families, because then they would be more worried about their families, more worried about their children. So the people who were brought into the council of the kings as the astrologers and the wise men were generally eunuchs. Again, like I said, because the king wanted them to have full diligence and full sort of without any distractions, right? They wanted the full sort of focus on the job that was at hand. Okay, and also for other reasons like population control of the Israelites, and they wanted to protect the Chaldeans women. They didn't want the Israelites to get with the Chaldean women. So various different reasons, but the main reason to understand is that they wanted a full diligent worker to focus primarily on his job rather than starting a family and be distracted.